It's been 15 long months of uncertainty, despair, pain, and hurt. For some of us, even loss. But it's also been a time of seeking God and hearing from Him. A time where we've experienced miracles. If I may say, we've gone through or going through the darkest hour we have ever faced, but not without hope. I believe we stand at the threshold of something great that's about to happen. We have done our best to plan and prepare through the season of difficulty, making sure that we have things in place. You probably ask these questions. Have I done enough to protect and provide for my family? Hope I'm not missing anything and I have things in place. We live in fear. We live in discouragement. I want us to look at a passage in the Old Testament from Joshua chapter 1, verse 6 to 9. We see a situation where the people of Israel are going through a wilderness and discouragement and pain and a time of question. God, where are you? God, don't you care about us? Joshua chapter 1 verse 6 to 9 says, "Be strong and courageous, for you will lead these people to the promised land I swore to your ancestors. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey the instructions Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left. Then you will be successful in everything you do. Study this book of instructions and meditate on it day and night continually. Obey everything written in it. Then you will prosper. This is my command. Be strong and very courageous. Do not be discouraged. Do not be afraid, for I, the Lord your God, is with you wherever you go." God's word to Joshua is simple, only 3 words. Be strong, be courageous, do not be discouraged. I believe when God, the creator of the universe, speaks something 3 times, He is giving importance to it, and we need to pay attention. But the question is, how? Let's look at that for a few moments. God tells Joshua, number 1, and I believe He's telling us as we go through this season in our lives, be strong. But how? Be strong by looking up. If we look to the left or to the right, we are going to grumble and complain and get discouraged. I want to tell you, God is your strength. Isaiah 41 verse 10 says, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you with my righteous right hand." He is our strength. He is your strength. We don't need to be afraid. So be strong and look up. Secondly, be courageous and look ahead. We may not understand, we may not know, we may live in uncertainty at this moment, but be courageous, God says, and look ahead. Sometimes we stop dreaming or give up on the promises of God we know are true because of the situations we go through. You see, it took courage for Joshua to lead the people into the promised land. He was there and he witnessed all the grumbling, all the complaining, all the murmuring. And yet, he decides to follow God and be courageous in leading the people. So be strong and look up. Be courageous and look ahead. And finally, God's word to Joshua and to us is, do not be discouraged. it is important we pause and we look back. We look back not to get discouraged, but we look back to remember the beautiful things, the wonderful things God has done for us in our lives. We look back at the things God has taken us through, and He will do it one more time. For many of us, He's changed our lives right side up. He has provided when all hope was gone and lost. He has healed when the final word everywhere around was no hope. God spoke hope into our situation. Notice, in the past, He has done it, and He will do it again. This passage ends with these words: Your Lord, your God, will be with you wherever you go. So as we look ahead into this year, as we look ahead in these 6 months that are remaining in 2021, let's remember God's word to us. Be strong and look up. Be courageous and look ahead. Do not be discouraged. God bless you.